Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Yahweh, who the world didn't really calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world didn't really calls Jesus Christ. Secondly, I'd like to give a double honor to the apostles and elders of Green Millstone who rule well and who continue to teach us this truth out there in the highways and byways. And a salutation to all you Akim out there doing the same. Alright? And the name of this lesson is Truth is Our Ultimate Defense. And I'm just going to get right to it, because the title is self-explanatory. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Alright, so the days that we are coming to, man, the day of the Lord, alright, the day that all these events, everything you're seeing before your eyes, everything is culminating for this one event, and that's the day of the Lord, man, when the Lord really cranks up the heat on this place and takes down the so-called white man, who is biblically known as Esau or the Edomites in the scriptures, man. That's the day of the Lord, man. And the day of the Lord isn't actually one day, but it's a period of time when the Lord is going to really make his presence known, like, hey, this is the real deal now. In other words, man, the day of the Lord includes Jacob's trouble. The day of the Lord includes famines, destruction, bloodshed, civil unrest, race wars, and ultimately the Lord coming down with his vehicles, his chariots, also known as UFOs, all right, and destroying this place with those crafts, as well as the thermonuclear destruction and the salvation of the elect, man. That's all the day of the Lord, man. That's all part of it. But guess what? Wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times in those days, man. Because the day of the Lord is nothing to be played with, man. So this knowledge, this faith, this integrity, this is what's going to hold us down in the days of the Lord's wrath, man. This is Zephaniah 1:14 through 18. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Alright, so big strong men are gonna be scared in these days, man. Alright? That day is the day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Alright? This is gonna be a time of hopelessness, man. You're gonna see the nastiest parts. You're gonna see the nastiest parts of people, man. And you're gonna see the devil for who he really is, man. The so-called white man is gonna show you that he's the devil in these days. So you're gonna feel hopeless if you don't got this truth. Salaki, if you don't got this truth, man, you're gonna feel hopeless in those days. It says, and I will bring this Salakia. It says, a day of a trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high powers, all right? So-called white man's government. It says, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, all right? So these men that are going to be like blind men, that goes into the 2/3 of our people, man. 66.6% of our people are going to be destroyed in these days, man. And they're going to be destroyed according to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. And they're going to be destroyed because they sinned against the Lord. They saw his men out there, and they still sinned. They still chose to sin against the Lord and not turn away from their wickedness, man. So they're going to be destroyed. So in these days, they're going to walk like blind men. Why? Because they're not going to know what's going on. Because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither silver nor gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. All right, so that's the day of the Lord in a nutshell, man. This is one of my favorite scriptures. All right, so your money isn't going to do anything, man. There's going to be death out here. These are things that are going to be beyond money. These are things that are going to be beyond political power and influence, man. People out here, man, they're gonna revert to their most vile and destructive self, man. And that's ultimately the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. These people are gonna bug out because they're not gonna know what's going on. They're not paying attention to the news. They don't read the scriptures. They don't read about wars and rumors of wars. You know, it's gonna catch them by surprise, man. And it's going to catch them by surprise because they're just not going to, they're not going to know. They're not going to know what's going on. Why is this going on? Why is that going on? But the scriptures tell you exactly why all of this is going on, man. And it's basically to usher in the kingdom of heaven, where the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the ruling body. All right? But people are not going to know that. They're just going to see destruction. They're going to see, oh, that's the devil doing that. They're going to see, oh, you know, that's everyone doing it. But Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, but God. When in reality, it is God that's doing this, man. But if they would have read the scriptures, they would have known that. This is Amos 5:18 through 20, and it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, all right? Because the Lord isn't going to be a day of cotton candy, handshakes, you know, and cartwheels down rainbows. All right? That's not what the day of the Lord is, man. Zephaniah told you what the day of the Lord has, what the Lord has in store for his day, man. People dying, destruction, desolation, hopelessness, gloominess, darkness. It says, the day of the Lord is darkness, not light. Exactly what I just said. As if a man did flee from a lion, a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? All right? So the day of the Lord is going to be so crazy, man, that you're going to escape one danger and you're going to literally run right into another one. And then as soon as you think you got over that hurdle, well, guess what? Something else is going to go down and pop off. All right? And that's going to go for us too, man, us men of the Lord. Of course, the Lord is going to protect us, shield us, guide us, Lord willing, we're those men, and provide for us. But it's also going to be a proven ground for the elect, man, to see who's really about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1 through 4. It says, But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. All right? It says, For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. All right, so the day of the Lord, like I've been saying, is going to come like a thief in the night, man. And it says, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them. All right. So when the government, when the powers that be, they come out here and they saying, oh, everything is good, everything is fine. Well, guess what? That's when you know that shit isn't good. That's why it says, then shall sudden destruction come upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. All right, so we're not under darkness, man. And what's the light? We got the scriptures, man. We got the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the light. So now let's come back to Isaiah 33:6. It says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." So what are those times? Those are the times of Jacob's trouble, and the times of the day of the Lord, man. It says the strength for salvation. All right, this is gonna be our strength. This is gonna be our rock in those days. All right, which is ultimately gonna lead to our salvation, assuming that we're, part of the elect, and that the Lord has chosen us for salvation. It says, the fear of the Lord is his treasure, all right? So the fear of the Lord in those days, just as it is now, is our treasure, man. That's our power. That's our strength. That's what keeps us right. That's what keeps us working. The fear of the Lord, all right? So the truth is our ultimate defense, man. The truth is the ultimate type of self-defense, all right? So just keep that in mind, man. That this truth, you're investing in yourself. You're investing in your security, and for these days, and you're also investing in your kingdom to come, man. So this truth is multifaceted, man. Not only is it a defense, but it's also, you can say, a long-term investment strategy. All right, because you're investing your spiritual gifts. You're gathering spiritual profit, man. Spiritual money. And in the kingdom, you're going to be able to cash them out, man. All right? So the truth is our ultimate defense. I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Green Millstone. Salutations to you, brother, out there doing the work and watching the videos. I hope the lesson was edifying. And until next time, shalom.